First of all, I am thankful to the CII Jharkhand for giving me an opportunity to speak on agri-resource in Jharkhand in the conference on emerging opportunities of agro and food processing industries in Jharkhand. I am sorry that I could not be present myself because of an urgent piece of work, but I will try to speak to you on the curtain. First of all, let me say a few words about Ramakrishna Mission Ashram Divyan Krishi Vigyan Kendra Morabadi Ranchi, to which we belong. Our motto is to serve man is to serve God. Ramakrishna Mission is engaged in all-round development in the villages of Ranchi, especially in agriculture and its allied subjects. Divyan Krishi Vigyan Kendra is imparting training to the rural youth in agronomy, horticulture, beekeeping, mushroom cultivation, poultry, duckery, dairy management, non-conventional energy, fishery, carpentry, pump repair and welding. It is an old tradition of our country. It had been the practice in India that voluntary organizations had been contributing a lot in the sustainable development of the country. The monks in the past used to travel length and breadth of the country, bringing awareness both spiritual and secular voluntarily. The rishis used to make kings aware of what they should do for their people. Narada makes King Yudhishthira aware of his duties towards the sustainable development of his kingdom and its people. He asked, "O Rajan, are the agriculturists in thy kingdom contented? Are large tanks and ponds established all over the kingdom at proper distances so that agriculture is not entirely dependent upon the rains only? Are the food grains and seeds belonging to the farmers not allowed to be destroyed? In that case, do you generously advance them loans on a minimum interest of 100% measure?" He also asked, "O child, are the three professions of agriculture, cattle rearing and trade, the three are covered by Varta, managed by honest persons? Upon these, O monarch, depends the happiness of thy people." This is what in Mahabharata Yudhishthira is asked by Sri Narada. Now, agriculture resources have two angles for discussion: renewable resource for agriculture production and agriculture produce as the source of industries. Before discussing about the opportunities of agro and food processing industries, let us emphasize on the agriculture production and the factors affecting in the production of it that is required for the above said industry. Swami Vivekananda also had a vision for Jharkhand regarding emerging opportunities of agriculture and agro industries. He says, in central India, near Hazaribagh and such other districts, plenty of fertile, well-watered, healthy land, now that was written in 1898, be easily available. In that region, a big plot of land will have to be acquired, and on it a big technical school and gradually factories etc. will have to be started. As new ways of production of food will be discovered, people will begin to settle down in that colony. Then you can mold them in any shape you like. This is the vision of Swami Vivekananda, and we find that today Ramakrishna Mission Ashram Morabadi Ranchi is trying to fulfill this vision of Swami Vivekananda. And today's subject also is like that. The agri-resources in Jharkhand. Resources for agriculture produce we have natural resources like land, water, air, sun, and then we require seed and fertilizer and manpower. Land. The land of Jharkhand is very fertile and there are innumerable possibilities in the field of agriculture, horticulture, floriculture, silk, tashar, lac and honey. When land is there and it is very fertile, even then, fertility of the land can be increased by the application of organic fertilizers. You know that because of these chemical fertilizers, much of the damage has been done to the land. But the time has come when we can think of organic fertilizers. So speed compost, vermicompost, manufacturing and use of biofertilizer produced from agricultural waste and municipal waste, these are the ways when we can make our land more richer in nutrition. Water is another source. As water plays a vital role in agriculture, so irrigation facilities has to be enhanced for increase in agriculture production. In Jharkhand, only 7% of the total land is irrigated land. Irrigation facility can be enhanced by constructing check dams, dug wells, ponds, water harvesting tanks and lift irrigation. Irrigation status in Jharkhand is very poor. In districts of Gadda, there is only 1.421% of irrigated land, Dumka 9.47, Sahibganj 3.88, Devghar 14.22, Dhanbad 2.08, Hazaribagh 10.51, Giridih 6.99, Palamu 24.25, Ranchi 6.12, Lohardaga 8.87, Gumla 2.45, East Singhbhum 5.0, West Singhbhum 4.0. Seeing this above status, irrigation facilities has to be enhanced. Our experience says that creating irrigation facilities, we can bring green revolution in our adopted villages. The whole scenario is changed because of this. Till now, Ramakrishna Mission Ashram, Morabadi, has achieved as follows: dug well 1182, rechargeable tanks 20, lift irrigation with pump house 32, pump sets 781. By creating this type of facilities, we have noticed that a lot of agriculture work has been increased in these villages, and the impact is that people are not to go outside for wages. They get job in their own villages. And the land also is utilized in agriculture production. There is a lot of difference between these period after making the irrigation facilities. And we know that for the whole Jharkhand, if we have these irrigation facilities, that will change the scenario and agriculture produce will be much increased. Sun plays a vital role in plants' life. Without this, it is impossible for plants to live. Photosynthesis takes place only in sunlight. Besides this, low tunnel greenhouse technologies can be used for giving a suitable environment to the plant. Mulching technology can be used for minimizing irrigation and weed and pest control. Air also plays an essential role in plant growth. It supplies nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. Air can be made conditioned by developing forest and encouraging the use of biofertilizers. Availability of good seeds is also a problem. Farmers have to face a great problem regarding availability of the seeds. They have to bring seeds from distant places. Ramakrishna Mission imparted training to girls and boys in seed multiplication. Seeds are produced, graded and preserved and supplied to the adopted villages. Seed drums were also given to keep seeds. Seed production gets more promotion. Moreover, now as said by Swami Vivekananda, The greatest national sin is the neglect of the masses. 80% of our total population live in villages on agriculture. Raw materials for all industries comes from there. So emergence of cottage and small scale industries based on agriculture and horticulture produces is the answer for the national prosperity and wealth. So we should go for the agro industries. Jharkhand produces rice, wheat, maize, pulses, oilseeds, fruits, vegetable and medicinal plants. There is a lot of possibilities to have maximum production, but till there is proper marketing, preservation and value-adding technology with the farmers, poverty and unemployment will not end. Now, agro-based industries can be, we have surveyed in the villages, discussed with the villagers, there is interaction with the ladies of the village, and we found that rice mills on small scale can be there, manufacturing puffed rice and beaten rice etc., manufacturing popcorn from maize, manufacturing spice powder like turmeric, chili etc., papad and bari from pulses and rice powder. Another aspect is now the cultivation of seasonal flowers. You know that in Ranchi, flowers come from Bengal and consumption is increasing day by day. So if the production of flowers is also increased in this area, then we can think of having an industry of flowers. We can also think of cultivation of seasonal vegetables. Ranchi is already popular in supplying cabbage and cauliflower. There can be many possibilities of growing more and more type of vegetables. So, technology also is to be given to the farmers in cultivation of fruits. Here, lot of fruits are there, mango, lichu, papaya, amla and many others. So in this changing scenario, when horticulture is now turning into a high technology, like all other areas of agriculture, the gardeners or malis who actually work in the fields are also to be trained in scientific methods of cultivation and use of various efficient equipments and implements to achieve high productivity. The profile of India in fruit and vegetable is, India produces 47 million tons of fruits and 73 million tons of vegetable, out of which 25 to 35% of fruit and vegetables get wasted. 60 to 70% nutrition gets lost by processing. Only 2% of the total produce are processed. Less than 1% processed foods are exported. There are hindrances of agro and food processing industries. Lack of knowledge of food processing technology, lack of processing variety of fruits and vegetables, high risk in processing and high investment, low processing facility, irregular supply of raw materials and financial problems. But the prospect of agro and food processing industries is high, extending the consumption period of fruit and vegetable, prevent losses and gluts, value addition technology, help in better use of country resources and generate employment in rural masses. Now, we can think of the availability of the resources in Jharkhand is plenty, and if there is efforts are made in agriculture production and then the value adding programs to have the finished goods, we think that the Jharkhand can become much and more richer. Thank you.